Welcome in, kia ora, to another episode of the Podfathers. Got the two crew tonight. We got Alayna coming back. Appreciate you popping on. About
Yeah,
to
man.
probably just get it all out right now. But how you been? At least we saw a dub from the U.S. team, so pretty sick.
Thank God. Thank God the World Cup is on right now. That's all I have to say as a Padres fan. Thank God.
Dude,
Like, because I would be in such dumps. I'm not gonna lie to you, today, I was actually like physically felt sick over the Padres. I really did. I felt so sick. And like I felt like I was actually word vomiting for hours. I even spent a few hours before I even got content out. I was like, people already tell me all the time that I'm yelling on camera. Let me try to calm down. And I still was like recording, like people are, this is my calm down version. And this is probably louder than I've ever been, Like it was so awful. I'm so just worked up lately. Worked up
uh,
as a Padres fan, to say the least.
dude, I don't blame you. I mean, especially like today, you got the 10, 11 o'clock start, whatever it was. And like you
Yeah.
said, thank goodness in the midst of all this like World Cup action. But the amount
Yeah.
of like texts and messages I got of like, oh, 23-3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I turned it on like in the background and it was like 3-0 like right away. And I was like, all right,
Yes.
there we go. Turning that off. And it got a lot worse from there. So that ended
A
up,
lot worse. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching it from behind too. And I go, okay, well, Walker Bueller, maybe
yeah,
bad first
bad
inning.
first
That's
inning.
okay. You know, no big deal. The wind is blowing out at Wrigley lately.
Yeah,
We'll match it.
10-8, maybe lose, but
No, yeah, right. Yeah, 10. Yeah, exactly. Yesterday, we almost came back. That was also such a heartbreaker.
yeah.
Honestly, almost more mad about that one. Also, the game before, too, 2-3, we have 11 hits. 11 hits. 11 hits. Two runs.
Finally.
11 hits. Like, unbelievable. The next game, with our pitching just goes to crap. We try to, string on the fandom. 7-9, we're almost there. We can do it. Absolutely tank, right? Like, no.
23-3.
And
Hey,
then
football
23
score.
3. Like,
Yeah.
you go, okay, maybe we can just get one game. It's a day game. Nobody's going to care. No, we
Cubs
concede the
scared.
game. It's 15-3. We score 3 runs in what, like the sixth inning or something like that, five or sixth inning. And then
Yeah.
they add on a few more and go, all right, we're done. Like, we're done. We're backups go in. All of the AAA guys that we've called up, everybody's in, including
Duran.
including Duran is pitching for two innings, two. And because it's an away game, he started in the seventh inning.
Yeah.
What do the Cubs do? What do the Cubs do? Add eight more runs. I don't curse very
Including a
often.
grand
I
slam.
said a lot of F bombs today. I really do not curse at all. I was so mad at the Cubs. I love Dansby Swanson, by the way. Followed him through his Vanderbilt career. Loved seeing when Vanderbilt won in 2014. Hate Dansby Swanson now. Hate. 3 home runs in one game, buddy. You're stat padding on us. Stat padding. You
I
haven't
know.
had
Grand
a
slam
good
too?
offensive year at all this year. You had two yesterday. You had two today, and you still after that, fine. You have 2 home runs in 2 days. Great game, buddy. Great series.
Chill,
Good
homie.
for you. You wanted to add a third one. You
Off
wanted to add a
Duran.
third against Duran to make it a grand slam to
Not Johan
stat
Duran.
pad. You
Rodolfo.
asshole. You asshole. I'm so angry. I will never be a Dansby Swanson fan again. And his wife is also on the U.S.
Yeah.
women's national team.
Yeah, she's
She's
bad B.
cool. She's sick. I love seeing them then do stuff together. I hate Dansby Swanson now. I cannot.
Your stupid hair.
That was such a low blow. We got blown up a few years ago from when we did a grand slam
Yeah.
against the Rangers. Literally, by the way, the year before they won the World Series. So how terrible were they really?
Yeah.
And and Jared got a shirt that literally said sorry for the grand slam because it was the unwritten rule, right? They didn't bring a position player in that situation. And we were up,
No.
by the way, with like 5 runs when we got that grand slam.
Hmm.
It, they did not concede the game. Okay. Like there is a
No, that's
level
easy to come
where
back from. Yeah, for
easy to
sure.
come back
Yeah.
from. When we added that grand slam, it became like a 9 run game. Fine. That's after that point. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a conceded game. Yes. When you're up 12 runs and the other team says, not only we're putting a position player in as the pitcher, we are putting the backups in on the field as well. Right? Like white flag up so hard. Like it's so like as a
Like,
gentleman's agreement, like
yeah,
we are done with the
SOS.
game. We have to go back. We
We
have
got
to
to catch
chalk
our
up
flight here.
this.
Yeah.
We're gonna concede 5 games in a row here. Like we're gonna give you the freaking series. The whole sweep. We'll give you the sweep. Nobody's gonna like that is such a and they spit in our face over that.
No, yeah. And
Dude.
it
And
kind of
they're the
just,
team who beat us in the
I
wild
was
card series last year.
exactly going to say that. I think that's kind
Screw
of part
you,
of it.
Cubs. Like I
Mm,
I am so worked up over those freaking Chicagoans, man. Get
dude.
out of here. Spit back at you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm totally on a rant. I will give you the space, Ryan. I'm
No, you're
sorry.
good. Screw Eddie Vedder, for one. I hate you so much. Anything to do with Chicago right now. I'm like, your
Yes.
your city's a wannabe New York. It's hot as shit there. And I just don't like you.
Yeah, you
Because
mess. Yes.
it did feel like there's a little bit of sprinkle in there from the wild card series where it was like they still, like we're kind of trying to get at us, and they were
Yeah.
kicking us while we were down. That's for damn sure.
Like I am. Give me who knows if the Padres are even gonna make the playoffs this year.
Mm.
But if we do, give me the
Give
Cubs.
me the
Give me the
Cubs. Yeah.
freaking Cubs. Give me the Cubs. I
Hopefully we can
want to
clip that
punch
up.
them in the
Like,
face so hard. I'm like, I don't get worked up over many series. I haven't even been this worked up about Dodger series this year. I really have not been that
no,
worked up about Dodger series.
because you're just like
That
whatever.
one
It's gonna go.
pissed me off so much.
Dude, and the thing, it's like the running theme this year. It's like it reminds me of like 2023 vibes with like even less talent, where we finally get some bit of momentum in a positive manner. And like this is eliminating April, especially like after our bad start. We just like seemed like everything was clicking, everything was gelling,
Yeah.
everything was falling into place. Like basically from May 1st onwards, if we have any bit of positive momentum, even when you like segregate that into like in a game, like in an inning, right? We just
Yeah.
we can't build off it. It seems like ever. Like even yesterday, heartbreaker, we lose by 2, but it's like
Hmm.
okay, the bats are getting a little bit like finally like heating up a little bit. We've put
Yeah.
up 7 runs a couple times over the last couple weeks. Let's build
It's like
off that
momentum's
and
got to
like
favor us, right?
yeah,
Momentum's
like
got to
let's win
turn
that third
over for
game.
us, right?
Yeah. And
Only
like
for them to absolutely get just blasted. Blasted.
it's I don't know.
The
Even
timing
like
of that
even if
really
we've won,
hurt.
yeah, and like in the past, like it's like when we've won, made it like to where that third game is deciding the series. Sometimes we've kind of keeled over, and in this essence, we keeled over in the second game and then the third. So
Hmm.
I just it's getting bleaker and bleaker. I think we're the one of like maybe I know the Dodgers and the Yankees have never been 500. The Padres are another one, and there maybe is like one other team in all of the MLB
Really?
that have never hit 500 this year. And we're 43 and 42. We're getting pretty damn close.
Oh, it's
I
feeling,
mean, it's
yeah,
a
like,
matter of time that this
yeah.
one
I don't
series
even
away.
know who we have after this upcoming Dodger series. I don't think it's a super heavy hitter, but at this point, there's no such thing as an underlooked game.
No,
Like,
we swept
like,
the Braves. So Uh,
yeah,
we we go 4 at home again. So 4 against the Dodgers away,
yeah,
4 at home against the Diamondbacks, and then 3 at
yeah.
home against the Blue Jays, and then All-Star game.
No
Which
problem.
when I can't remember, it's almost back to like the 2000s, like before 2010, where it was like,
Yeah.
all right, even like into the 20 teens, where All-Star game, it was like we got our closer in there for All-Star game, or we got like Rodney White or something, or it's like we had our
The one where
sorry,
like
feel bad for
the
you.
yeah, this is our token
Yes,
representative. Yeah.
we're kind of
It
back there,
feels
even though
that
Mason
way.
deserves it, but still,
hmm
have you felt less excited for an All-Star game in like at least since
I
pre-COVID?
would be like this the way the where I am because we have the guys who should be, right? The
Yes,
name brand of so many guys. Name brand we're paying all these name brand guys. I'm at the point where instead of being like, woohoo, that's our one rep, we're joking about ourselves, ha ha ha. At least we have one, I'm at the point where like if they got in there, I'd be like, you don't deserve it.
no,
You have not done
other
that.
than
You have
Miller,
not been an all-star for the
nobody.
Padres. Like if somebody wanted to talk smack like this guy shouldn't be in there, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. That guy has not
I
been
agree.
what we're paying him for. I'm like mad at my own guys. I truly am.
I mean,
I'm over it,
I mean,
unfortunately.
Xander, Manny, Toddy minus the power stroke, and
Yeah.
he finally had the 2 home run game to. I
Yep.
think he's got 5 on the year now. Like
Yeah.
Toddy actually is having a
He is.
pretty
I
decent year from a number standpoint,
I
right?
agree. And
Um,
from the spot of the leadoff position, he's
yeah,
getting into, it should be a spark. I actually
yeah, he's setting the
think
tone
the
like in a
guy
good
that we
way.
think should be the spark is playing like a spark plug,
Yeah,
and we have nobody's,
no,
kindling the fire. It is
yeah,
so
no, it's good.
embarrassing. You go, all we need is the energy, guys, to be a
Yeah,
spark. And the
we have
rest of
that.
the team, we've said that so
Yeah,
many times. Here we are. Tatis is hitting what 280. The guy's
yeah,
actually finally hitting home runs, not just home runs, by the way, clutch home
yeah.
runs very
2
commonly.
yesterday to try and help us over
He's
the
he's
line
gone
there.
on base over 20 plus games in a row.
Yeah.
The guy is doing what you'd consider spark plug needs to do.
hmm
And nobody wants to kindle the fire. Are
Other
we
than Samad,
kidding?
the other spark plug, they're just sparking. Samad, Mr. AAA, is coming up, also sparking
Yeah.
it, and then
Some
that's all we
odd
got.
poor guy, like he doesn't even, like he came in and being like, I'm excited, like I'm gonna
Help the
be the
team.
guy. I'll do
Yeah.
whatever I can. And it's almost like all of the guys who've been here for years were like, hey Samad,
Yeah.
good for you, man. Like keep it up, man. And he's like, hey, so are you guys gonna show up too? And they're like, you
Nope.
got it, man.
Nah. Yeah.
You got it. Go for it, man. This is your team now. And he's probably like, I thought I would just add
Yeah.
fuel
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
your guys' fire.
Yeah.
You now want me to be the main guy to produce the fire? It feels like, he's like, now it feels
He's
like he
turning into
came
the
in
engine.
as a
Yeah.
different job role, right? And
Yeah.
now it feels like he feels the pressure to produce. That's not the guy who needs pressure. Are
No,
we kidding?
he should be
What
your
are
nine
the
guy.
what
Like,
are the veterans doing to make this poor kid feel pressure?
yeah. Like our like sixth outfielder of the year, and he's like, other than Todd, he's been like our most clutch hitter in a month's time. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll look up his WAR and stuff right now, but I mean, that should not be the guy that we're relying on. He's our two
No.
hole guy. Our two hole guy. Like
So
he
bad.
wasn't he didn't break the squad. Obviously, out of spring training, like he's been on the
Yeah.
team for 4 weeks now, and he's our two hole guy. So that to me, I mean, hats off to him just like taking his opportunity and absolutely running with it. But
Yeah.
like it just goes to show you that like
But
our
it's
best
taken
lineup right
him.
now is Toddy Samad. Like
Yeah. It's taken
nope.
him. Ty France a little. I'll give Ty France.
Ty France has been very good. Very, very good. It's like the guys,
I
even
love
like
Ty France. I love Ty
he's
France.
so good. Gavin Sheets, especially like he doesn't doesn't get hits all the time, but like
Yeah.
clutch
It's
factor,
Gavin. I
Gavin's
love Gavin. I love
clutchness.
Manny. I love that they're hitting home runs, but they are home run or bust.
Yeah.
They are home run or bust. Like they are, if they aren't getting a home run, they ain't bringing anybody in with them. I'll tell you that. It's
Yeah.
bad.
And the difference too between Manny and Sheets, really like the main difference is the clutchness. Like it seems like Manny's had finally a couple hits lately or a couple bombs that have been clutch, but like it seems like Sheets does all of his damage in the seventh inning or later, and it's
Yeah.
meaningful, So like that's where it's like as a fan, it's like that's what you remember is him like walking
Yeah.
off or like getting
Right.
the game winning bomb or like, tying it in the eighth or whatever. And it's like Manny has like 16 bombs on the year or whatever it is. Like a lot of home runs, he's just not getting hits.
Yeah.
And those home runs, other barring like one or two of them, they haven't really meant a ton, you know. So yesterday it should
Unfortunately.
have, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
I don't know, Elena. Like, where do we, where do we go from here? It's screaming out for a sale. Honestly,
I
like
know.
we need a
You know what's
blow
the
up,
sad
but
thing? Speaking of this whole trade deadline stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like we are always like we've been buyers now too many years in a
Mhm.
row.
Mhm.
And we've made too many buyer's remorseful moves too many years in a row. So that combination of like buying guys high, buying high is so risky.
It is.
It's debatably worse than a 50-50 shot when you buy high because you're changing the guy's culture, environment,
Uh-huh.
and you're expecting not just the same production, but hopefully more. And like you're changing all the other variables. Like baseball's so fickle, and we've made a lot of moves where hindsight 2020 was just like, why didn't we just hold for 5 years? We were like, okay, well, we signed a lot of guys, so we do have to win now. The win now,
Yeah.
win now, win now, win now. I'm like, at this point, I don't know if I would, like if they let's say they sell Tatis, right?
Yeah.
The reaction I would have had every other year before now would have been so big. But now I'm like, well, you know what? Let's get some young talent. Like if
We
there's
got a
a way to sign a
stockpile.
lot of the guys, if there's a way to shell off a lot of the guys and even be bad for a few years because we still have to pay out some of those contracts in some
Mhm.
way, it at least feels as a fan like if you're gonna have this okay record, you at least go, hey, that's more than we expected, and you have this optimism. It just feels like we're running a bunch of old heads into the ground and they're running the whole organization into the ground. It feels like the Steelers in NFL, like
Yeah, just trying.
they
Yep.
refuse to be
Sellers.
bad,
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
like that's where the Padres are. We refuse to be bad in order to be good in the
Mhm.
future. We just want to stay almost good all the time. And it yeah pulls your heartstrings. It gets you nowhere. You get to a wild card round, you make one little maybe run, and you just don't go anywhere enough to actually make. If we're actually trying to win a World Series, like we're promising the fans, like we're talking about in the media, I haven't heard very many Padres players talk about potential World Series in a long time.
No.
Probably since 2023, by the way,
Yeah.
when we got clowned for it because we didn't make the playoffs that year. There's all those Padres Day, that all that
Yep.
media where they say we're not going to win one. They did the whole LeBron James, we're not going to win one, not two, whatever. We got so clowned for that, and I don't think I've heard a player mention a World Series since then. They're not. They're just hoping maybe that we'll get lucky. Like you just doesn't happen that way.
No, it's just it seems like the window from the core that they do have like closed, really. Like, and we're just AJ and Co are trying their best to kind of, I mean, because I mean, to a point, you kind of have to with the contracts that they've signed
I
to a
know.
point,
They're
with the
stuck.
current ownership. Like, I mean, you went all in and like 2021, I even like 2020, like that COVID year with the shortened season, like
Yeah.
you never know what that would have turned into, right? Like,
Yeah.
but 2020 to like 25, really 2024, but 2025 really is seemingly looking like the window kind of.
Yeah.
Um, and so I guess I'm usually a very positive person when it comes
I'm a
to just things
terrible
in
co-host for
general.
you today.
No,
I'm an
no, no, no,
oddball.
no,
Yeah.
because like I'm like, first of all, the balance is fantastic to have like that. But number two, like I just feel like I've been so like even just on like Twitter and stuff, I've been so freaking negative because like they suck so bad, and it's
Yeah.
like the expectations are there, And
Yeah.
it's one thing where it's like, if you're like the White Sox or like even the Rockies or whatever, you know they're gonna
Yeah.
suck. But if you see like a little bit of fight, you're like
Yeah.
that as a fan, you're like, I love that. I want to see
It's
that. I'll
worth
pay
it.
money for that. If you're paying top dollar to see dudes just like jog out there and like seem to not give a shit, and it's like even if they're not meaning to give a shit, they're not dialed in all the way. Like the amount of
Hmm.
mental errors that we have on a day-to-day basis, like that tells me either you don't care, you're not professional enough, you're not good enough mentally or strong enough mentally, or the coaching's not good enough. And it could
Those
just be,
like the Manny errors lately were weird. Those felt weird.
yeah,
Those felt random, weird. Something's, I feel like something just up with him personally lately with those because
yeah,
he's been, he had a terrible errors year. Was it last year? He was leading the league in third base errors, I think.
yes, he was, yeah. And he
This year
seems to,
he's been clean. It's been
yeah,
clean.
he's kind of fixed that. And then
And
something else that's
then
wrong.
right
But yeah,
now, at the worst time that he could, put a target on himself. But you know what? That's so funny. Okay, here's my 1 minute of optimism. 1 minute
all
of
right,
Padres optimism.
make me
Okay,
feel better.
is one we are awful and yet a game over 500.
Yeah, fair.
I will take that. I will take it. And we still are technically, I think we're only like 3 or 4 games out of a wild card spot, which
Yeah,
literally is so incredibly gettable this early in the season. There's
just half a year to play for. Yeah,
plenty of baseball. Also, Padres defense is pretty elite. Like
yeah,
we take for granted Jackson Merrill in the center field.
100%. Yeah,
He is so elite out there. And we have really been, barring recent errors, very clean this year on
hmm,
defense. And being that our also starting pitching has been so patched together,
yeah. It was overperforming very well for the first,
overperforming
yeah, till middle
so
of May.
incredibly.
Yeah,
Like the so many organizations would take that type of patchwork
yeah, just crumble from
in
day
a
one. Yeah, yeah,
heartbeat, in a
yeah,
heartbeat. And our
yeah,
we take for granted that our, like when we bring in, we look forward to our middle relief. The amount of
yeah,
organizations who are scared out of their minds in the
yeah,
sixth, seventh, and eighth inning, or even the ninth. A lot of their organizations do not trust their closer.
no,
Like they get scared, and we were like, once we get through the fifth, we're like, phew,
dude, we got this.
like that is
We
an
could be down by
extremely
one.
rare feeling.
Yeah,
Um, and the fact that we got so lucky for a few months. It would be one thing for a few series, but a few months we
yeah,
had some of the worst offense and we were still winning games. So like a lot of games. And we're getting beat for that now.
yeah. It's
But
catching up to us for sure.
it's
But
catching up to
mhm,
us, but it's not catching up to us enough to be on the other side
yeah,
of the huge losing category.
yeah.
We are still fighting. And there's a lot of organizations, like I would, as much as the Yankees are good, I would absolutely be so angry at their defense. They
7 game losing
piss me
streak.
off.
So yeah,
The Yankees will never win a World Series as long as they take that kind of defense serious, like
yeah.
not seriously. It's
Mm-hmm.
so,
100%.
I hate Jazz Chisholm with all of my heart. Like I think he's such an awful human being. In the same way I feel about Juan Soto in the Mets. Like if the Mets are what we think we are, that
Yeah.
they actually are it. Like
But yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're spending all the money on all the guys and they've been buying, buying,
No
buying to win.
chemistry,
And
nothing.
like
Yeah.
they are far, far. I mean, they made really bad moves. They spent money on awful moves. I hate
Yeah.
Juan Soto. I hate his defense. Like there's something about watching somebody take their defense seriously that
Yeah,
makes you feel
it's an
like
effort thing again.
somebody who cares about the game.
Yeah.
I don't care about Juan Soto's production. I learn about you as a teammate
Yeah.
on defense, and I learn what kind of culture you have in your organization on defense. You know, I will
Yeah.
say that piece, our defense is most of the time,
It's
really pretty.
defense doesn't typically get plaudits, especially when things are going wrong, right? But
Hmm.
they're pretty elite. Like we have like one of, if not the most elite outfields as well. If you have
Hmm.
Samad in left, like Merrill center and Toddy in right, like
Yeah.
that's you're covering as many inches as square inches you
Yeah.
can out there.
That's the crew that's
Like,
going to make the play that gets on the highlight reel. Like
yes,
every
100%.
night too.
Yeah.
Like
And
Merrill's understanding of center field at Petco Park
it's incredible as a shortstop.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Like his surroundings are so perfectly timed. He
Yeah.
like
No, it's,
you don't
I mean,
just
he's,
have 10 how many Rob's home runs?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, he's like gotta
It's
be,
got to
he's
be like
over
10.
five at
It
least.
might
Yeah.
be double digit. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Like five this year, I think. Like, so
It's
yeah.
crazy.
No, I mean, defensively, they've been amazing. Like, even we're getting up there on like stolen bases as well, too. So they're trying to like, bring a guy up like Samad, too. Like Laureano, I mean, him stealing bases, even with his poor hip and everything, like, that's a guy that we're missing huge, though, in times like this. Cause, like, even if he's
Really
sucking, like,
big.
you could tell he's just a grinder. Like, every single
Yeah, right.
second, he's a grinder,
I agree.
Like,
I
um,
agree. And also
so
to lose Camposano's bat
yeah.
really hurt. Really hurt.
Yeah,
And
which he should be back very soon, hopefully. Like he just
hopefully,
rehabbed in
hopefully.
AAA.
Um, and what's so funny about all the guys that are all our stars coming back? The one that I really don't care about coming back is the one who's already back. Knock knock Cronenworth, like love you, buddy. But like I literally started being like, he's never gonna start another game, and great for you. You have 3 hits today, but the one time there's a runner in scoring position doesn't get it. Like it's just, bro, come
No, it's like
on,
I don't.
come on. I just have him on such a short leash.
Yeah, I know. It's just you get burned and burned and burned, and that's like you can't
Yeah,
even put the fire out within. So I mean, the one I think our again, like out of this year to me is turning into a write off for sure. Like we'll see if they. It seems like the whole year they've even from like a series standpoint, it was like offense has been horrible, and it's like if they just got swept instead of like stealing that last game or whatever, like Souza probably would have been out of there. Or like the way that they played, they've just saved some like huge material change.
I know.
And
Yes. It's almost more relief if you
yeah,
lose, right? Because
yeah,
just like you said, then they're forced to make a move
yeah,
that changes something. And it's like we were in the same rigmarole every single time. I had
yeah.
a Dodgers fan page. I don't know what this guy's username is, but I've seen his content before. I don't follow him yet. I don't mean to say that, but uh
He's probably not listening. It's all good.
right. Um,
If he is, he probably's got to touch some grass. But
right. He's like, oh, I challenge Alayna Red Hot Takes and some other Padres page to like, if the Dodgers win this series, you got to wear a Dodgers hat and vice versa, Padres. And I'm like, have you been paying attention?
dude, I'm not making that bet
Have you
like
been?
at all.
No, like no. First of all, you would get so much more satisfaction out of me wearing a Dodgers hat. I truly don't care
Yeah,
about a Dodger fan wearing a Padres hat. This fandom, like we said, like we're giving trauma to somebody by giving them this. Like
yeah,
we are in this for life. Like it's not, we take this so serious. It's not like we don't have this, leeway to have fun games with other fandoms that you guys do. We're like, we made you wear Dodgers gear, the back-to-back champions.
yeah. Have to
We're
won
gonna
twice in
win
a
3 in a
row.
row. Like, look at what we made you do. Like, it's not. We are in it every day. I really don't care if I get a Dodger fan to wear pod. It would give me zero satisfaction.
No,
Zero. I don't care. I really don't care. You don't know the experience of a Padres fan. Therefore, I really don't care if you put the hat on. It would not represent anything to me. You want me to wear a Dodgers hat so bad. I'm not going to give over a regular season series. I'm
and
sorry.
like at least make it fair. Like, I mean, one out of three games. Like if we don't win the series, like
Yeah,
if we're winning one out of three, or like in this case, one out of four coming up, like I'll probably be like pretty happy about that we didn't like get
facts.
swept.
Facts. That's where
So
we're at. Like that's where
like,
I'm at too. I'm going to the game on Sunday
ooh,
up
up
in
in
LA,
Chavez, yeah,
and I expect absolutely nothing. Like
yeah,
it'll be the same time as the Mexico World Cup game. And I'll be like, you know what?
yeah, versus
That's
England,
pretty much a Mexico World Cup watch party at Dodger Stadium.
yeah, actually,
That's what I'll be there for.
yes,
Who gives a crap that the Padres are on in front of
dude.
me? I'm not, it's
That actually
feeling
could be pretty
low
fun,
around
low key.
here.
That could be pretty fun. Spin it
Yeah, there'll
that way.
be a
That'd be
huge
sick.
cheer. Everyone will hear a huge cheer on TV.
Yep.
And not at all to do with what's happening on the actual baseball field.
Yeah,
It'll
maybe
be
that's
all
our
about what's
that's our
happening in the
unifier right there.
Mexico England. Like Mexico England, by the way, is a huge
Yeah, in
matchup
Mexico City, like
in
that's the
Mexico
game of the
City.
tournament. That's the game of the tournament so
And
far.
I'll be in LA for it. Like it's going to be a
That's gonna
just
be insane.
a way to watch the World Cup game is to go to Dodger Stadium. It's a
Yeah,
watch party.
I like that spin. Yeah, it's like a sick watch party too.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
yeah, I saw
Because
someone
yeah, if
someone
we
posted
got
the
one,
traffic.
if we got one, like you said, a
Yeah.
four,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like, fine. Like next series, we at least got one. Fine. Just let's move on, please. I don't want to see you for a while.
They even rested Shohei to come play us. It's like, can you
That's
please
so
like
effed up.
give
That is so effed up.
please like anything? We need anything. No, we're gonna rest him. Oh gosh, dude.
Did
Like,
the
yeah,
Dodgers win today? Did they win again?
probably. I'll look, but I mean, and that's where. Let me check right now. That's where it's like this year really is like it's turning into a write-off. We need some sort of reset. And I mean, to me,
I really have turned you into
I'm
such a pessimist.
they lost 7-1. Here's my optimist. You
Thank
ready?
God. Oh,
I know,
thank
against the A's.
God. Thank you, Lord, for giving them at least one.
No,
One loss. That's all
they
I
have to
can.
lose one so that they can sweep us. Um, optimism.
Unfortunately,
Optimism.
yes.
You ready for this? We
Okay.
have assuming that Jose Feliciano and Kwanzaa Jones don't pull out or don't get accepted by this vote from the ownership that apparently keeps getting delayed for whatever reason.
What? I don't know this
It
drama.
it just like I don't think it's like necessarily like drama, but like it should have been done like this or June, and now it's like getting pushed back to like August for I think it's because of like the lockout and stuff, but um so they haven't officially been like sworn in per se by the like approved by the rest of the owners because you need like a majority vote whenever an ownership purchases and like comes in.
Because they're only
So
also getting what, like 40% of the total or something like that?
I
But
think
it
it's yeah, that's yes, it's spot on. But I think like anytime there's like an ownership change, like it technically needs approval
of
from the
the whole
rest of
league,
the
right?
owners.
Of all the
Yeah,
other owners.
yeah. But like no, like I don't think there's ever been like a path. Which if there was the first time to be a failed like ownership takeover, it would be fucking San Diego.
Yeah.
But assuming that doesn't fail, or they pull out because they see where we're going, um, there could not be a better time to have this ownership come in. Like it was already like an
Yeah.
amazing time for them to come in when we just went on this heater at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But like just as equivalently, if not even more so, when it's like, hey, we have like a lot of dead money. We have a lot of
Yeah.
aging contracts. The only way that you can get out of those really is to like fork up and get them off your books. That might be like phase one of
Yeah.
new
Of a
ownership coming
new
in.
era. Yes.
And that would never happen with John Seidler and co. because they don't have the pockets to do so. That was money that their brother spent
Yeah.
before,
Mhm.
so trying to look from and then next year there's for sure going to be a lockout. So
It's
like
extremely inevitable. Like
it has to happen.
both sides are using one wants the floor, one wants the ceiling, and both sides
Yeah.
I say I'm not going to do anything with that.
Yeah.
Like the
Whereas
players say we
opposite.
want the
Yeah.
floor, and we will literally not discuss a ceiling And the MLB says, we want a ceiling and we will not discuss a floor. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So this is
And the
like
ceiling was
so
like
far apart.
gross too. Like
What?
the ceiling that they proposed was like, I know you lowball. It's like classic, like, coming in, bid sell.
But
It was
yeah,
disgusting how
yeah,
low that was. Like,
yeah. The Padres are above it.
yeah, there's like 10 teams
Like
above
10.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was like 20 teams. If both were if we had the ceiling and the floor, there
Yeah.
would be like
There's 20
20
Yeah.
teams out of 30 who would have to
Like
move.
what?
That's insane. Yeah. And honestly, it's just like it got so we're negotiating at the wrong time. Like it
Yeah.
got so bad. We let it get so not we. The fans didn't do anything.
Yeah.
We're the ones who are getting shited by all of this.
Literally. Yeah.
Um, the MLB and the players, they both got so greedy for so long. This negotiation's happening at the worst time.
They know every time. It's like every freaking time they know when it's gonna end. Every CBA it has an
Hmm.
expiration on it,
Hmm.
and for every sport, it's not even just like MLB, like NFL, NBA, hockey. They've all had their damn lockouts, and it's like, why don't you guys talk about this? Like, I don't know, like last year. Like why do you got to start it like mid-season too, mind you? Not even like in the
Yeah.
off season.
No.
It's like
Mm-mm.
I know the
Mm-mm.
whole Tony Clark thing, like totally threw a curveball there, but like I don't
It's
know.
bad.
It's so
I
bad.
mean, we're at the point where too, like things that are normal in other leagues, like normal in other leagues, okay? Like NFL has a cap. Even the
Yeah.
NBA has a what's
Yeah,
the
they have a cap.
tax,
Yeah, yeah.
right? A luxury
Luxury
tax.
tax. Yeah, some of the
It's
baseball
it's
teams.
something, and it
Mhm.
is working. Like they also have created their draft in a way that is equalizing the field. Um, and the MLB is so far away from all of these equalizing the 30 teams concept that like they won't even profit share TV deals. Like
No,
we're getting to a point where MLB major league teams are struggling to get a TV deal.
it's like, how are you gonna play against them then?
What are we
Oh,
talking about?
yeah.
What are we talking about that these individual teams are nobody's looking out for the MLB is not looking out for their 30 franchises like the rest of the leagues around. Like we're gonna let them literally like go with like there's been so many the
The
Padres
Padres, yeah, literally
don't
like are
have
under
a
the
TV
MLB.
the
Yeah.
MLB had to save us.
Hmm.
That is and we're like considered a pretty big market
Top
team.
10 in payroll. Yeah.
And imagine the Marlins.
Yeah, dude.
Imagine the White Sox. Imagine with all these teams. They cannot get a TV deal. And
No.
meanwhile, the Dodgers over here not only have a great local TV deal that has, by the way, been guaranteed so many years out, which is the biggest reason why they can do these long
Yep.
drawn guaranteed contracts because they have all the other we're year by year struggling to get our TV deals.
No, they're
Over
like
here, they're
200
like a
mil in the
10
green
plus
to
year
start. Yeah.
guaranteed
Hmm.
TV deal, which immediately means that they can make all those contracts
Yeah.
that nobody else can. And smart business move, I'll give it to them. All of this is great business moves. That they signed Shohei with the intention of also taking over international markets and have international TV deals.
Yeah.
They own Japan. Like, as far as TV
They,
goes, they own Japan. As far as fandom goes, as far as memorabilia sales go, they own
they
Japan.
own Japan. Right.
And it has allowed them to do things the rest of the league can't just flat out can't. Like
No.
cannot do. And they
Yeah.
are it's a form of monopoly. They are trying to steal the markets so that no
Yeah.
one else can compete. But that's not the like we're in a
No.
league. It's not
I mean, you look at how successful like the NFL and NBA, like you're saying, yeah, it's like it's all controlled by the league there, right? And then
mhm.
Brian has like harped on about the whole TV deal like many a times because like he lives up in LA too, so like he has like more of a background. But the whole point of the whole reason this TV deal came out to begin with too was the MLB bailed out the Dodgers in like '08 ish when
Yeah.
they had the whole ownership drama and whatnot.
Yes.
got them set up on this TV deal, and then it's like, okay, sick, thanks. And then now they've just like, I mean, you could see the disparity, how it's like grown and grown and grown. And of course, like Dodger fans would be like, oh, you're just,
Oh,
if
funny
you had
how
this,
they
you
got a
want it. But
handout. Funny how they got a handout and they don't want to give anyone
mm.
else a handout.
And who do the
So
Dodgers
funny.
play every single night? Another team. How are do you think they'd also deserve? Like you wouldn't have a league if it wasn't for the other 29 teams. So that's the whole concept of like the NFL and the NBA. It's like in order to play a game, you need two teams, it's not
Yeah.
just one. So
I
I
mean,
just there's a lot, there's like a lot. It was just classic baseball too. It's moving in the right direction, and then they just completely have seemed to shoot themselves in the foot. There's a
I
lot
know.
of contention about far too many areas, in my opinion, to not avoid a lockout next year. Like it's just,
Yeah.
you know, and that
A
might be
lot of greed. A
good
lot of
for
greed.
the
I would
Padres.
love if the lockout meant that no one, including the owners, made. I wish that made meant they made zero money. Like that they really,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Locked literally everybody out. Yeah.
locked.
Versus
Like,
just the players not making anything. Yeah.
yeah, we don't get to go to games. We don't get any experience. We don't get anything out of it. But you know
No, their
what? Go
sponsorships
ahead and
keep
get your
going.
payday still. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? The way that you get movement is you obviously the people who are in charge of the conversation have to have some sting. It's like when Congress can just not show
Yeah.
up
Just
and
willy
still get
nilly. Just,
paid
oh, yeah.
and still vote on just their
Their paycheck.
paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally the
And
same
be like,
shit.
well,
It's
we don't have to
literally,
vote on that other issue that's really huge for the rest of America. We don't have to even show up for it. Like, that's where we're at in the
yeah.
MLB.
And it's like, and exactly the same thing. It's like the fans versus the taxpayers. Like they're doing the same
Yes.
thing. Like they're funding your thing, but they're the ones
Begging
getting
them to
screwed.
show up and actually have conversations that
Yeah.
get deals done. God forbid you do your job. God forbid. I'm Brian. I am so
Yeah.
sorry. I've made you such a pessimist.
No, like this is how I've been feeling. I just like it's a bit of a therapy session, obviously.
No, literally.
Everyone's feeling the same damn way, same type of way. Like it's just I don't know. Like and like you said, we're 43 and 42. Somehow
Hmm.
a game over 500 again. It's not gonna last very long at all. We
Yeah.
bought
So
some
it's like kind
grace.
of the scariest spot to be pre
Yeah,
All-Star game
I know. Like it's
because
like
you don't because it's hell for a GM.
yeah.
Hell. Because you go,
And AJ wants to
so
buy
they have
him,
to
so
now they have to predict what's
mhm.
going to happen and you don't know what's going to obviously, baseball is
Yeah.
so fickle.
Yeah.
If you're, I would rather almost be the Giants who like did write off the year. I mean, they've had some good, like they're writing off the year. They should write
Yeah.
off the year, and they honestly are dealing with kind of a lineup that like ours. Like they should be good, but they're
Yeah.
not. But
Even
at least
worse.
at least they're getting the opportunity to write off the year and look at it from a different picture space and make moves for the future. Where it's almost
Yeah, we're
awful
in a
to be
gray area.
500
Hmm.
at the All-Star break because you really have to make you're going to make a lot of moves, and if you make the wrong bet, then your move is double as bad.
Yeah.
So,
I know
whether or
because
not you sell it or buy.
yeah, if you it's a double-edged sword. If you sell and then you go on a bit of a heater, then it's like, oh crap, I really wish we had our, studs
Yep.
in the back of the bullpen there.
Yes.
Or, vice versa. If we buy and we suck, which has happened a few times in the
Yes.
past, like it's like, I mean,
And you
we
miss
don't
the
have much
playoffs
farm
with
to give
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like,
But
well, now we have all those young guys that we had that we were developing. Those are gone, and
so
our future's
uh,
gone.
yeah, we got yeah.
So, yeah,
So
as much as
will it
500 is like a safe space to be like, well, anything can happen, it also is a really
it's a crux
crappy
at
space for
yeah,
a GM to sit at, to know what kind
100%.
of move to do.
All right. So, well, before we get wrapped up here too, just to kind of like finalize that, do you think we're gonna be if you're a betting woman, you had a bet on a buyer or a seller, what do you think we're gonna lean? It's a hard question because AJ's not a seller, but like we probably should sell, but maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. What do you think?
I am, as much as I am an in the moment pessimist, I think we have a long term the ability to minimum make a playoff. make the playoffs, which is almost like I said, we've been made wild card rounds, we made division rounds. That's where I think we're at, though. I think we're either at the still able to move. Like we do have enough going in our positive direction, and enough guys who should be hot at some point in the season. They haven't performed to the level of the contract, but enough to be hot enough to actually make the playoffs. Not a run, but the
Yeah.
playoffs. And it's as a Padres fan, you know what? As a longtime Padres fan, saying making the playoffs is good news. But a modern Padres fan is like, oh my God, I almost would take not making it
Yeah. A
so
little
that there
reset.
was a better future. So
Hmm.
that's where I think we are. I think we're at a wild card playoff run that, strings your heart along just long enough to break it.
That's the story of Padres fandom right there.
Hmm.
Right when things are going good, just like take a step back and know something is bad is about to
Hmm.
happen.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think I'm right there with you. I mean unless we slide pretty heavily, like the
Hmm.
Jason Adam and Morahone are on their last year of their contract. Like obviously Andujar, he hasn't done as well, so he's not as effective. But like Ty France, like you mentioned before, like he's having like an amazing year that I'm sure someone would want to utilize, which yeah, I don't even want to get into like the personal side of it. His wife is like pregnant. He wanted to come back to San
Oh,
Diego. So like
really?
ignoring like it's so easily ignored the like personal lives
The
and they don't
human
get paid
being
for that, you know?
aspect. Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
it's
treat them
not
like pawns. Yeah.
yeah. And they sign up for that and they know, but still like there's that aspect to it. But um anyways, like France, Morahone, and Adam probably would be like the top three guys where like you could get like a lot. I want Morejon to be a Padre for life, but and maybe with the ownership coming in, it's possible. Adams at the tail end of his career, or he's got he'll probably string together enough
Honestly,
4 or 5 years, but
I think it's worth selling at the deadline
hmm
and seeing if, the plethora, what you get behind it can still get to the
yeah,
playoffs. I would be more optimistic about that.
yeah,
Even though knowing like we lost some
it's a
of our
shakeup.
depth in our
Hmm.
pitching staff,
Hmm.
I think it would still feel like, well, we have building blocks. So I would rather make the smart sell moves, not make a lot of moves, but make some
Yeah,
smart sell moves that leave you with, well, we still have depth without those guys.
we
And
do.
and
We're
golly,
swapping
I
for
will
some
say
young
Ruben Niebla is
starters.
actually like a
Yeah,
magician. Okay, so
a wizard.
I'm okay with it's, obviously as Padres fans, the one thing that we do always feel confident in is our pitching, our depth of pitching at least.
Mhm.
Not always starters, but whatever. But so I'm cool with selling before the those contracts are up. I would be okay with
Yeah,
that.
cash in. Yeah.
Cash in, do something, and just make those moves. Sit with the rest of what you got. See how far it goes. Create building blocks for the future.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, low like even if it's like a long-term project like you're saying, like those building
Yeah.
blocks and it's like you can even just be like, "Hey, guess what? Our starters suck ass. You might not be normally starting, but like come on in as the 4 or 5 and get some
Yeah.
exposure. And who knows, they might go on a run but for the end of the year. And they might learn a lot as well. Who
Yeah.
the heck knows? So, um but yeah, I think that I'm right with you right there. It's like I probably think we're gonna try and like, you know, buy like we can't buy like we did last year, obviously, but like buy a
Yeah.
little bit.
Especially
That's
if our
AJ.
owners aren't sworn in.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you make
The timing of that's
there.
huge.
I hope I have AJ Preller is the most diabolical GM in the league. So I have no idea what he's going to do.
No, I don't think he
I
does.
do hope that it's more of like a safe sell and
Yeah,
that's where we are, right? We're in a 500 team. You don't know. You have to make a safe practical moves. And our practicality moves are what's the one thing we have depth in that we could still be okay if we sold
It's the pen. Yeah.
pitching, and which contracts are up that makes sense that like if somebody's really, really needs those pitchers, which a lot of good teams, the one thing that they're lacking is pitching. They would give us some good stuff. Um, and we could still be okay, just like our uh, record says.
Yeah.
Okay, you know.
Yeah. We're exactly okay. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be the probably the most like I would be okay with. I would be the most happy with that move is a
Yeah.
safe sale, safe sales.
Yeah. And then maybe trade Moreau and sign him long term after. Who knows? We'll see.
Hey,
But
sometimes they come back, right? Ty France, here
Chapman
we
did
go.
that. Yeah, Ty France. Chapman did that
Hmm.
with the Red Sox, Yankees, I think. He got like traded to the
Hmm.
Cubbies and then like came back or something.
Hmm.
So it's not impossible.
Not,
Improbable, but not impossible. But
yeah,
alrighty. I guess we'll end on that one. A little bit of, I don't know, some hope. I don't
yeah.
know.
Whoever's
It's
watching this, I
yeah,
hope it
by
gave
this
them
end.
therapy as
Good job.
well.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And like good on you for sticking this long because I almost don't want anything to do with the Padres myself. That's
Yeah,
why
right, right,
like
right.
brutal. So we'll see. You never know though with this damn team. They're pain in the ass in both up and down. So all right, Alayna. Well, it was a pleasure per usual. We'll keep getting you on here, especially when just gets a little spicy here. I love the hot takes,
I
hence your whole
can
thing.
always provide the emotional energy, if
Love
anything.
it. I needed that. Even it from like both positive, negative, neutral. Like we just need energy right now. I felt so just, ugh, and I hate
Yes.
feeling. I want to feel something.
Yeah.
Like
Right, right. Yeah.
give me
If I'm gonna be
something.
pissed
So
off or I'm gonna be happy, at least I'm feeling it, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But appreciate you coming on.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
yeah. No worries. Thanks
We'll
everyone
make
for
it happen
listening.
again, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
for
be in
sure.
good spirits the next time. That'd be great.
Hopefully. And if
Yeah,
it's
that'd be good.
if it's bad, we'll spin it. We always spin it.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
need
We
to
do.
spin it to the point where it's like we're just oblivious, but we could always spin it.
Yeah. We can all.
Appreciate appreciate you.
No worries, man. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Podfathers, a Slam Diego Padres podcast. The Podfathers is produced by Los and Walls and is executively produced by Jacob Lamb.
Our theme song is A Bubba by Trylock. To get in touch with the show, follow us on Twitter at Podfathers619. That is at PADFATHERS619. Or email us at podfathers@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major audio platforms.
Go Pods!